But what we have here, yo, was good. It's Pars GX up in this bitch, and you already know what I'm on. Hey man, listen, I know I haven't been reacting on streams a lot. So we're going to get right into it. Yes, I watched this before, but I'm going to show you what this video is about, man. Black man degrade black women, meanwhile, this is their position in life. They are taking their anger out on the wrong people because they can't fight the man who conquered them. I want y'all to understand that this right here is most black women are literally a white woman with black skin. And I'm not talking about your normal everyday white woman. I'm talking about your white woman who has subliminal racism in her speech, in her behavior. She hates black men, but she uses black men because she knows their power. That's how black women are today. Most white women nowadays don't really care about black people because they're too insignificant to think about in their life. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not they don't act it out, they don't believe it, they don't say it, but it's underlying in their way of life. Like, for example, do you think about the air? That is literally how black men are to white women sometimes. That's literally how they are. It's not in their mind to think about. And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that. Because why must you occupy your mind space with a group of people who don't concern you? Unless they're in your immediate environment. There's nothing wrong with that. So it's not even some racism. It's just the fact that you're not in my life. You don't influence my life. So there's no point in me thinking about you. But the type of black women who are here nowadays, they are ingrained in the black community. They are the black community because they are black women on the outside, but in the inside, they are the slave master's wife. And I honestly don't take offense to this at all because I don't hate white people. I don't even hate black women. I have no type of inferiority complex to this, but it did offend me. Because there's nothing, a black woman who uses white women rhetoric to degrade a black man is worse than a white woman who does it herself, because the black woman is supposed to relate to the experiences of the black man due to the fact they're two peas in the pods. They're the same. They're one and the same, yet expressed differently based off the physical by the gender and sex that they appear as. And that this is honestly one of the most evil things that you can do as a black woman, because you know the pain of a black man. And I don't even like playing identity politics, but at the same time, see, that is the left side of me, the left wing side of me, is that I do not like identity politics or identity socialistic behavior. I don't agree with any of that. I believe in the supremacy of human beings, human interaction, and that there's a holistic experience to everyone, and no one should be relegated to a specific type of culture, a specific type of box or anything, because humanity is full of nuance. It's full of things that we don't know, things we wish we could know, and things we don't even know that we don't know. It's an endless cycle of mystery, but that's the beauty of humanity. But since I am a black man, I do not like this, because if you know the true history, you know that these type of black men were war prisoners of their tribe from Africa or from Egypt or from any place where it was during the transatlantic slave or any type of slave trade back in the day. These people were in a war with different tribes for to fight over land and fight over pieces of fruit, or like which animal that animal over there I hunt. That's how it was back in that type of Africa, gold nations, stuff like that. I'm not saying just from a tribalistic standpoint, but it was a war. It was a war against tribes, and the men who were captured by the stronger force in Africa, they were sold to the Europeans, and the Europeans gave those people whatever they gave them. I'm just saying, me in school, I learned that they traded them for guns. White people, the Europeans back then, didn't just go and capture they didn't go over there and capture them, because they didn't even know what the fuck was going on in Africa. They didn't know the language, they didn't know anything. So they had to create a system where they can understand their basic language. and trade with them, because that's how it was, to barter. You give me something and I give you something, because there was no currency like how we have now. There was no nationwide currency to exchange. There was no exchange rates. There was nothing like that back then. And for a black woman to use this to shame black men and degrade black men is one of the worst things you can do. This type of woman should never be considered if you are a black man. Because deep down, she's saying this on a platform, but I truly believe that deep down, all black women are like this. Not all, but most. Most are. Because how it is in the educational system, which is really just a what's the word called? The propaganda system. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm not saying the education system is really like that, but listen, when you are a minority and you need to assimilate to a different type of culture, they will ingrain you with their education. Not all of that education is wrong, but most of it will change your behavior. It will change the way you are. And I'm not saying a hood bitch. Like, no, I'm not saying that. It would change the way you are. So, because you have hopes that you can fit in. And by wanting to assimilate to that culture, you forget where you come from. This type of black, it does not matter how angry I am at. This is just anybody, but I'm just saying, as a black man, it does not matter how angry I am. I will never call a black woman this. I will call a nigga this, because we niggas. That, you know what I'm saying? We niggas at that point. You know, it's different. It's a different type of ball game. You get what I'm trying to say? But he would have to do some crazy shit. Like P. Diddy's a pedophile. If you supporting P. Diddy and dancing to that nigga, knowing what he did, and in your underwear, you're a nigger. That's what you are. But if you a black American, if you are just a normal nigga, I won't say that shit to you. But you gotta understand the difference of what I just said and what she's doing. She's literally saying black men degrade black women. Meanwhile, this is their position in life. This is true. If you are a black man degrading black women, at that point, why are you insisting on dating that person or loving that person or that culture? Why not just go somewhere else? But you won't get them because they only with you for one reason. What you can do. I mean, all women are really like that. But it is better to be like that with people you can relate to. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand this, but there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with this. Call this stuff out. Nobody should degrade another, especially black people. Like, you should not do that. I'm not saying to gas a nigga up 24/7 or a woman up 24/7. But saying be realistic, bro. Just be realistic. Nothing is wrong with calling this out. I agree with this. It's just this. Why must you insult your own men with the spiritual trauma they've been through? Because we're not physically going through it now. It's spiritual trauma now. It's phantom pain now. It's phantom wounds. You get what I'm trying to say? It's phantom emotional states. You get what I'm trying to say? Because they were our ancestors. You get what I'm trying to say? And you feel that whether you like it or not. Your genes are turned off based on this, whether you like it or not. Your behavior is congruent with this history, whether you like it or not, unless you have the consciousness to overcome that. There is nothing wrong with calling black men degrading black women out, but it's this insult right here that very grinds my bones. Because you should not understand that, woman, they were not just doing this to the men, they were doing it to you too. So the fact that you believe that as a black woman, because you're not going through this degrading behavior, that you are superior? Oh, because he did not rape me like he raped a man, I'm superior. Or he did not rape my female ancestors like they raped my male ancestors, so I'm superior. This is one of the most wicked type of mind states that you can have going into the age that we going now. Because if you're divided in the age that we're going to, you're going to be conquered, and it's going to be a way worse type of conquering, because the problems that we went through before couldn't be overcame. It can be, but this AI age, this technological age, it's going to stomp out the weak-minded. It's going to stump out the weak-minded. You could be disabled now and still be a rich nigga. Thanks to Neuralink, bro, Stephen Hawkins probably would have sold his soul to be alive right now. This nigga would sell his soul to be alive right now. Listen, if you are a crippled ass nigga, just pray to Elon Musk to hasten the progress of Neuralink. And you could be a rich nigga with a bunch of crypto coins based off your neurological inputs now. So the physical is nothing now. But if you are a weak-minded individual who preys on your own division, this is a woman preying on her own. She's using her own division, her own trauma, whether she like it or not, because men are a reflection of women. Women are a reflection of men. Whether you like it or not, women are a reflection of men. There is no each other or. Women are a reflection of the men. So for you to not to use this trauma to shame and degrade your own man, it is even worse for you. Because no one made you do this. I mean, if she based off this rhetoric, she does not have a man. Based off this rhetoric, she does not have a man. So there is no mirror for you to do something like this. This was based off your own violation, based off your own feelings, because deep down, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. Because you are this personified, whether you like it or not. And you have to overcome this, whether you like it or not. And based off this post, you have not, whether you like it or not. And it's very dangerous because deep down, bro, this is how you feel about yourself. This same post could be flipped to you. But because, women don't like accountability, they do not have that type of mentality. They don't have that mindset. They can't see it. They can't see the other hand. Before she probably did this post, she was emotionally charged, probably had a bad comment, probably seen it. She's so emotional that she cannot understand that this could be flipped. This could be flipped upon my head and accounted to me, and it would be way worse. It would be way worse because you are the portal of life. You're basically saying that my portal of life was corrupted by another man, because that's what rape is. It's the forced corruption of the portal of life. That's why it's wicked. That's why that's why it hurts women now. That's why it makes women want to become a man. That's why feminism came. You cannot hurt a woman. That's because hell has no fury than a woman scorned. I don't understand why the world doesn't get this yet. They like to hurt women, destroy them, but it's going to come back to you. It will destroy your society. Look where America is headed right now. Why you think these niggas praying to Trump to save us now? Because these niggas have destroyed our women so much ever since the inception of America that they don't care about the future generation. They will become Lilith. Lilith had the first black woman, by the way, had sex with Satan, the white man. She had sex with I'm not talking about the white man, the pale complexion. He was literally a white man who came from the snow. He came from the north where there was no sun, aka no life. He was a white man, and Lilith, in her rebellion against God, fornicated with him. And she corrupted her portal of life. That's why nobody hears about her unless you go in through that rabbit hole. Nobody knows Lilith in the Bible. She's not even mentioned. It's Eve. Why is that? This is the product. I'm not saying this woman is, bro, but y'all got to understand, when you don't know that you are a reflection of your man. And for example, if you don't have a man, you are a reflection of your father. And if you don't have a father, you must have a connection with God, because the connection of God overrides all of that. Why you think God says rebuke your family and come to me? The Christ says that. The Bible says that. Why? Because it overrides all of that. If you don't have a father, a lover, if you have God at least. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you break it down to a fundamental aspect, this is not even a godly post. This is an ungodly woman with her rage and her scorn, using the same trauma that was inflicted upon her to degrade the own man that she perceives as degrading her. When in actuality, it's just a fucking online comment. Delete it. It's on your post. Delete it. Mute it. Don't look at it. Or find the love in yourself as a black woman to look at him and say, yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I am. And someone will love me because of who I am and not just based off my phenotype. This is a dangerous post, bro. And it was even, this is such a dangerous post, bro. It's the more, I honestly feel the more I grow up, the more that I feel that black people just, it's no point of saving us, bro. That's why do you think that nothing in these, I can guarantee you this right now. We're so far gone, we don't even know it yet. We don't even know it yet, bro. We don't know how far we are, how fallen, bro. We don't like spirituality. We don't like religion. Christianity is for slaves. So we go to all these agnostic religions. We become pagan. Oh, we go to politics now because it's the only progress we can make. Oh well, fuck politics. They racist. Let's do gender politics, gender and identity politics now. Oh, we get a lot of money for that. But the same party you with, they put you on a plantation. That's what I'm trying to say. Black people as a collective is fucked, bro. And honestly, it's getting to white people now. Why you think these niggas need Trump now? They need Trump. Y'all gotta understand, white people, white Americans need Trump. Because it's there as a collective is falling apart. You got the alt-right who's racist and is messing up the image of the normal Americans. The normal Americans don't even think about black people, but because of the fact of the alt-right, they get perceived as racist, and because they feel that they're getting persecuted for a crime they commit, they turn racist or at least prejudiced. You got the liberal white people who's using the black people to move their agenda. You get what I'm trying to say? So they are divided. Black people been divided. Then the Mexicans come and they getting divided. Oh, illegals versus legals. Wetbacks for Trump. Non-wetbacks for Trump. Then the Asians are white people slaves. Y'all gotta understand how this shit goes. Y'all gotta understand how this goes. And y'all, Lucifer's Waltz? Why do you have Lucifer's Waltz as your fucking music? This is FBI propaganda. This is FBI propaganda. Bro, black women work for FBI, bro. This is literally propaganda from the FBI, bro. Why do you have Lucifer's Waltz on a post about this? By the way, this is a satanic practice. Sodomy is a satanic practice. Sodomy of men takes away their masculinity. I want y'all to understand this. So for you, as a black woman, degrading men, specifically black men, about a satanic practice with a satanic music, come on now. This woman is of the devil. I want y'all to understand. And by the way, most black women are like this. Most women are like this. For a matter of fact, everybody is like this. I firmly believe everybody is like this woman right here. This is the bro. If Lilith, people talking about Bonnie Blue, is the reincarnation of Lilith. Y'all, Lilith was a black woman. I'm not talking about a brown skinned woman like this woman. She was a literally black woman. Because in the beginning, there was the center of the world was a volcano. Why do you think it's hottest on the equator? Because everything was centered on the equator of the earth in the beginning of time. It was a volcano, and from that volcanic cement, not cement, but that volcanic earth, from the volcanic earth, God made Lilith, and her skin was dark, very dark. I want y'all to understand this. And she was the first woman. But she fell away from her glory because eventually, because God was going to make her the matriarch of the earth. Everyone would have came from Lilith. By the same way that Mary had Jesus, the same way that Mary had Christ, that's how he was going to do with Lilith. But Lilith wanted a physical man. So then Satan came, because Satan is physical. He is the 666 carbon. He couldn't come from the equator where it was hottest at. He had to come up from north, the North Pole. If the angel, right, fell, right, from heaven, right? What else would he fucking come from? The South Pole, nigga? Are y'all stupid? And I don't even, y'all, I don't want to, I don't want y'all, I want y'all to understand, I don't read the Bible. I don't pray. I just believe and I know. There is no other way for him to come to reach Lilith. He had to come from the North Pole where it was coldest at. So then I want y'all to understand how depraved and wicked this post is. I want y'all to understand how depraved and wicked and corrupt and vile this post is. Not only using a Satan, and most people will not see it in the way that I see it. If you are a man of God, you will see this. If you are a man of God, you will literally see. I'm not talking about the God of this world, by the way, because when niggas say, "Oh, praise God, God bless us," they ain't talking about the God that I'm talking about. I want y'all to understand this. Nigga might be talking about Allah or Hindu or some shit. I want y'all to understand, bro. She's using Lucifer's waltz as a black woman, by the way, and degrading black men, insecure black men, by the way. Insecure black, and most women know when a man is insecure. She can feel it, but I want y'all to understand, most women can feel it. They can't understand it. They feel it. They know when a nigga is insecure. They know when a nigga is easy. They know when a nigga is a sucker. So for her to know this, I can guarantee you she knows what I'm talking. She can't comprehend it. She can't say it, but she knows it. She knows it because she feels it. Because that's how women operate. They feel. You think they give a fuck about knowledge, nigga? They want to feel. And so the fact that she feels this, because feeling is knowing to them, to our women, of course, for you to make a post like this, I believe this is an FBI propaganda post. I believe this woman corroborated with the demonic sect of the FBI, the people who want to diminish the brain waves of the human populace to control them, specifically in regarding of black people, by the way. I believe she corroborated with these people to create a post like this. Because that's how paranoid I am. Because there's no way the women that I know, the women that I would would never, from what I've known, would never create a post like this on social. Would create a post like this on social media. I'm just playing. I don't know a lot of women, but I'm just saying I cannot fathom that this will happen in 2025. And y'all want to know what's even more dangerous about this? Look at this. This person, this might be a buy. There's a direct link between down low culture and this. I just need to collaborate with a sociologist to map this out. I'll bring the math. Woman, you cannot math out sociology, because sociology, which is what a sociologist study, it does not involve math. It involves the abstract ideas of how people operate with one another. Between down low culture, so you telling me down low culture comes from the raping of and degradation of black men during the devout slavery days? Bro, when someone is let's look at the profile. No profile. I'm not even going. Okay, disregard that. Yup, and that's why black men are weak. Who you? Nobody. You are nobody. I'm going to go through every single comment, because I want y'all to understand, bro. Women who get up there in the echelons of society, but specifically black, all women do this. Either they do this or they put them on a leash, due to the fact that women are a mirror to men. They are what's your shit called? What did I just say at first? Women are a reflection. There we go. A reflection. Either they put them on a leash, treat them like dogs. You do what I say because I'm the breadwinner, or they do something like this. And I want y'all to understand the reason why they're doing this